Welcome to Freaks of Wrestling Podcast #1. I'm here to review last night's Monday Night Raw, talk about the Paige leaks, some news and rumors. So let's get into Monday Night Raw. I thought Raw was good, but yeah, it could have been a lot better for WrestleMania season, but it wasn't bad or terrible or anything. I enjoyed most of the stuff on Raw last night. Some stuff, was done without, but I enjoyed a lot of stuff on Raw last night. I thought a lot of it was good. Probably with Mick Foley coming out with flashcards and that Stephanie gave them, and then at the end, when he had done reading the flashcards, he ripped them up, and they kept cutting his mic off. And Stephanie come out and says, "You're useless. You can't. Well, why be flashcards? Because you can't remember what to say. You forget stuff." And she just kept putting down Mick Foley. And he said, "I want to say these two words. I want to say this for all time. I got two words for you. You're fired." I mean, Mick Foley got fired. No longer the GM of Raw. Most likely they'll wait until the Raw after WrestleMania to announce the new Raw GM, which I think will be Kurt Angle, to be honest with you. But this was a good segment. Foley and Stephanie have good chemistry together. They work very well together. So they bounce off each other very well, so this was good. Shane came out and said how Stephanie is disrespectful to people, how she hurts people, how she was mean to Mick Foley, and she puts Samoa Joe versus Sami Zayn's very first match, so if anything went flying over top rope. And so this was a good opening match. Samoa Joe dominated most of the match. Sami Zayn did his flying through the turnbuckle DDT outside the ring. That's always a cool move. I haven't seen it in a while, so it's good to see that move again. Joe won with the clutch. He choked out Sami Zayn with his submission hold. Kind of weird. Joe's not doing the muscle buster right now. He's doing it in NXT all the time, but since he's been on Raw, he hasn't done it once. Very weird. Good match, Joe. Sami Zayn. Yeah, we've seen it a lot. I don't know what Sami Zayn and Joe are going to do at WrestleMania. I hope they're not in the Battle Royal, because that'd be pointless. They're better than the Battle Royal, especially Samoa Joe. See Samoa Joe versus Finn Balor, but Joey's not smart enough to do that match apparently. We saw Foley backstage. He talked to Shane. He said goodbye to them, hugged them, gave Bailey a hug. Then Triple H showed up being an asshole. They said, "Have a nice day, prick." Foley left. Foley's gone, fired. Next we had Charlotte versus Dana Brooke. Not much to this match. Dana Brooke dominated most of the match. Charlotte won with a big boot. Pinned Dana 1, 2, 3. I guess that's the end of that feud. Charlotte got the clean win. Dana Brooke turning on Charlotte was just have a quick blow off on Raw the following week, just a 1 week feud thing. Kind of ridiculous. They went that far. They did that quickly. They've been together so long that they did a quick turn on Dana. Then Charlotte just squashed Dana pretty much the following week. Very, very weird. Yeah, but Charlotte won. I don't know what's next for Dana Brooke. Who knows? Maybe they put her back with Emma. I don't know. Have to wait and see. Next we have Stephanie and Bailey backstage. She's growing up. She looked up to Stephanie. Thought Stephanie was a good role model for women, but she says not anymore. Stephanie just hurts people and stuff, and Stephanie said that Bailey's gonna take on Nia Jax. If Nia Jax wins, Nia Jax is added to the women's championship match at WrestleMania. Why even? Nobody wants Nia Jax in that match. Nobody. Now the match isn't going to be as good as it was going to be before, and people are going to be less interested in the match now. But it is what it is. Next we had Chris Jericho's highlight reel, where he's gonna reveal the reel. Kevin Owens. He showed a picture of Kevin Owens as a kid with a Y2J t-shirt and poster on the wall. I think how Kevin Owens was a fan, how he DM'd Jericho on Twitter asking him for advice back in 2014 when he came to WWE. How Owens was how Chris Jericho was Owens' hero and he was a fan of Chris Jericho's, and he's gonna kick Owens' ass, and this was very good. Then Smojo came out to distract Chris Jericho. Kevin Owens attacked Jericho from behind, took Jericho out, gave him the pop up powerbomb. I thought this was a very good segment with Jericho and Owens. I'm very excited for the Owens Jericho match at WrestleMania. I think it's gonna be a very good match. Very good match. Very entertaining match, and they've kind of hoping they put some kind of stipulation on this match, but you kind of, but you kind of don't. It's a pretty personal rivalry, so I think it'd be a good match at WrestleMania, and I enjoyed this segment. Jericho has been fantastic this latest run of his. Good. The list of Jericho, he's reinvented himself so well. The fans love Jericho. He's so over with the fans right now, so Jericho's done a great job in reinventing himself. Next, we had Brian Kendrick take on T.J. Perkins. Not much to the match. Brian Kendrick won with the sliced bread number 2. Pinned Perkins 1, 2, 3. Then he cut a promo after the match on Tozawa. Tozawa's passport. That's why Tozawa wasn't here in the U.S. Out of the U.S. without his passport. That's what I'd like to know. You need your passport to get out of the U.S. I think they'll have some kind of match with Tozawa and Kendrick, maybe on the pre-show of WrestleMania or before. Okay, cruiserweight match, short match. I hope they give some more time to the cruiserweights, but some weeks they do, some weeks they don't. Don't really know where they're going with the cruiserweight division right now. I think Austin Aries and Neville will steal the show at WrestleMania for sure. Nia Jax versus Bayley. Don't get me wrong, this match was good, but what was the point of putting the no disqualification just by showing that they didn't use any weapons, and Sasha and Charlotte didn't get involved? They showed Charlotte and Sasha watching. I'm watching Modern Adventures, watching the match. How come they didn't come out and help Bayley? They shouldn't want Nia Jax in that match. It made no sense for them not to come out and help Bayley, especially Sasha. For them not to come out and help Bayley in that match. They shouldn't want Nia Jax. Nia Jax dominated a lot of this match. Nia Jax won. Pinned Bayley 1, 2, 3. Who's that one at WrestleMania that won that match, to be honest? I don't know right now. But yeah, it just didn't make sense being a no DQ match and nobody interfered. They didn't use any weapons at all, hardly at all. It was just weird. And nobody wanted Nia Jax a part of this match. Sorry, but they didn't. But Triple H came out famous. Michael Cole introduced Triple H. Triple H got promo about Seth Rollins, how it's the fans' fault, Daddy's injured, and they, got behind him, and everything on Saturday. I think Seth Rollins is the fans' fault for cheering him, and because he got two comp tickets for Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. Then he changed his mind, like, maybe there's a way we can wrestle at WrestleMania against Seth Rollins. Fans want to see it. Rollins wants to fight me. I want to fight Seth Rollins. Says if Seth Rollins can sign a contract saying he won't sue me, Stephanie or WWE, then we can fight a non-sanctioned match at WrestleMania. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm all for that. Non-sanctions, anything goes match. Hell yeah, do it. Joe get involved, maybe Finn Balor get involved in that match, come out and help Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins' match will be great at WrestleMania in a non-sanctioned match. They can do so much more with that kind of match than a regular match. So I don't know if Rollins will be fully cleared to a regular full match. That's why the non-sanctioned things coming in, I think. I thought this was a good segment with Triple H. He's good on the mic. And so he's good on the mic. He's a real dick, so it makes you hate him more, which is good. You want to hate Triple H. So the contract signings next week on Monday Night Raw. I think Seth Rollins will show up for sure because he wants to kick Triple H's ass. We all want to see him kick Triple H's ass. So next we had Sheamus and Cesaro taking on the Club, Gallows, Anderson, and Enzo and Kaz. This is a pointless, dumb match. It really was. First you have Enzo and Kaz make fun of the Club. Then you have the Club take out their own tag team partner, Enzo and Kaz. You have Enzo and Kaz take out Gallows, which leads to a throw kick. Sheamus pins Anderson and Sheamus and Cesaro win a pretty quick match. Then you have Enzo and Kaz take out the Club after the match. Alright. You gotta start booking the Club better. You really do. You gotta start building the Club better. You really gotta start building the Club better. Booking them better and good God. Then we had a New Day backstage segment, which was taped before the show aired, before Raw aired, so they taped it. So, very smart right way to go with that. Right, there was I was very vocal last night, and they edited the crowd. That's what I've heard. They chanted some really vulgar stuff. So I don't blame WWE for muting or editing the crowd, the fans, because you don't want to hear that stuff on TV. You don't want to hear that disrespectful stuff. Fans should grow up and not chant stuff like that. But this New Day segment was alright. They talked about WrestleMania, how they're hosting, what matches they're excited for. New Day segment. Kind of get sick of the New Day. I think they're getting kind of stale now. Do you need to turn New Day heel after WrestleMania or break up New Day after WrestleMania? Versus Tony Nese, which was a very good cruiserweight match. A Nese match, back and forth action. Nese is very talented, strong guy. He can fly still though. The guy in Tony Nese. Austin Aries, greatest man that ever lived. Great in the ring too. Aries won with that discus elbow he does, which is a great move. Oh yeah, after Austin Aries beat Tony Nese, Neville came out and they cut promos about WrestleMania and how he's gonna destroy Austin Aries at WrestleMania. Austin Aries says that Neville's not on his level. So that stuff was good. Next we had the main event. Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman. Into this match much. It was okay match. We've seen this all before with Strowman and Reigns. Reigns was about to go for the spear when dong, the Undertaker's gong went off. Go out. Lights come on. Undertaker standing right in the middle of the ring, staring at Reigns. Reigns staring back at him. Undertaker choke slams Braun Strowman, which is kind of weird. Choke slam Strowman for, but maybe I was to give Strowman the win. And after Undertaker choke slam Reigns, Undertaker turned around and Roman Reigns speared the Undertaker. Then Reigns walked out, standing tall. The Undertaker sat up and got up. Down, he stared each other down. That's how Raw ended. It's cool. It was cool to see the Undertaker. I don't know what the health status of the Undertaker is right now. I know he needs surgery, which he's supposed to get after WrestleMania. But they haven't added any retirement stipulation to this match yet, and only one Raw left. I don't know if they will or not. So I don't know if adding stipulation to the Taker Reigns match or not. I have to wait and see. Excuse me. So that's something we'll have to wait and see. But I'm hoping the Taker Reigns can have somewhat of a good match at WrestleMania. I don't want to see Reigns win, but it is what it is. And the crowd's going to turn on Reigns no matter what. So just turn Roman Reigns heel finally. Get it over with. We all want to see Roman. We all want to see Roman Reigns heel. But wait and see. Overall, I thought Raw was good. There was some stuff that we didn't need on there. Yes, better, sure. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't terrible. It was a good show. So I enjoyed Raw overall. Let's quickly talk about Paige. Paige had some pictures and videos leaked. She was hacked. I feel so bad for Paige. She didn't deserve to be hacked. She didn't deserve to have all this stuff leaked. Situation for everybody involved. It's violation of her privacy. Whatever she does in her personal private life is her business. Nobody else's business whatsoever. So she can do whatever she wants in her personal private life. Not ours. So we shouldn't be judging her whatsoever at all. Still a Paige fan. I feel about Paige. I'm still a Paige fan. Still want Paige to come back and wrestle for WWE. Should not be shaming her because of her body. They shouldn't be calling her a slut or a whore or anything like that. Like I've seen on Twitter, it's disrespectful and it's wrong and it shouldn't be happening at all. Paige needs our support right now, not to be torn down. It's not her fault this happened. And Xavier Woods was in the video. So was Maddox, Brad Maddox. Others have been hacked. Maria's been hacked. Melina was hacked. Allie/Cherry Bomb was hacked. Was hacked. Caitlyn was hacked. Summer Rae was hacked. A lot of other female celebrities has been hacked. So it's just not Paige. A lot of other people have been hacked in this thing. It's just a really bad situation for everybody involved. Well, I read there will be no punishment for Paige or Woods. Just as a violation of privacy on Paige. She was hacked. It wasn't her fault. And yes, she should have not. Her letting that guy do what he did on the NXT Women's belt, that was wrong. That guy do that. That was wrong. Yes, it was. But she was 19, 20, and 21 when doing these videos. Child at that age. Just coming over from the UK, joining WWE, and WWE puts all them up in housing. So, and plus, I get why she and these guys and girls every day. So I get why you would have a bond with them. They're like family to you. She was drawn to Woods and Maddox because she works with them. Like they understand the schedule she works, how hard she works, the WWE grind. They all understand all that. So I get why they bonded. It's Paige's business. It's Paige's business who she sleeps with and who she doesn't sleep with. We shouldn't judge her. It's not her fault this happened. People need to leave Paige alone. Paige needs to. People need to leave Paige alone. They just do. Back off Paige. Leave her alone. Stop calling her name. Stop body shaming her. Just stop with all the crap. The report came out today said that Summer Rae and Emma might be added to the SmackDown Women's Championship match at WrestleMania. How's that possible? They're on Raw. They're on the Raw brand. They're drafted to Raw. How can they be in the SmackDown Women's Championship match? That makes no sense to me whatsoever. They're members of the Raw roster, which means they can only be on Raw in Raw matches. SmackDown Women's Championship match at WrestleMania. Doesn't make sense. This has been the first Freaks of Wrestling podcast. Thank you for watching. Make sure you check out WWE SmackDown Live tonight versus American Alpha for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. And update on the Shane McMahon AJ Styles match for WrestleMania, where that's going. So SmackDown should be good tonight. And until next time, I'll be doing another podcast tomorrow with a friend to talk about Raw again, SmackDown Live, and who knows what's out? What else? See you guys later. And make sure you check out SmackDown Live tonight. Then check out 205 Live on the W Network at 10 p.m. After that, watch Talking Smack. Talking Smack is a good show. See you later.